Spartan 117 QZKS, det, dei Breti Toaster Diaz.
Hello, hello, Kalu Kalay. How are we doing today? My name is Notepad Anon and I write games for fun. So what's the game plan today? We're going to be working on Ojisan Demon Slayer Corporation. Let's stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Tomorrow is going to be rough. Today's been rough. Just a lot of stuff today. Nothing fun and exciting, just stuff. Clean up my glasses again. I've been realizing my glasses have been getting more and more dirty recently. I don't know why. I think that's what's been causing my headaches. Because nope. Gotta get my actual. Gotta get my glasses cleaning rag, because if I don't get my glasses cleaning rag, my glasses don't get actually cleaned. So I'm going to sit here a moment in blind agony, because my eyesight's been getting worse recently, I realized, and if I don't have my glasses, I don't see anything anymore. It's very, very concerning in a way. So, let me There we go. Being able to see is fun. Ugh. Let me readjust my. God damn it. Ah. It continues to be hellishly hot in my room. I've got a bunch of things going, and I still feel like it's about 80 degrees. I cannot wait for winter, because when it is winter, I will be able to be cool again, and I can go outside in a jacket, and I will be able to be at one with the world. I cannot be at one with the world in this heat. I think I'm going to move north. I need to move someplace where it's never really hot. Because I've learned that in my life, that if it's hot, it sucks. And I hate heat. I just really, really hate the heat. So I should move to someplace in Siberia or something. I'm readjusting my mic here a little bit. There we go. Blow up the sun, TBH. God, I fucking wish. Though, honest to God, it seems everything else in this beautiful world of ours is blowing up recently. Been a very hectic few days, hasn't it? But, let's see. We're working on Ojisan Demon Slayer Corporation. I did a little bit of work beforehand. Notably, rewrote the preface. Rewrote some of the lore sections. Most of the lore sections were the exact same, but they were just either added on to a little bit to explain some parts, or just rewritten to explain some better context to them. A little bit easier to understand, and it's been split up a little bit more, hence why you see, like, hence if I hit this button right here, you know, hey, Saga the Akuma Ryoshi, Katana Society, Onizuna, Other Side of the Mountain, Lonely Garden of Lost Souls. And that was kind of the idea, hopefully split it up a little bit. I added this section, what does recruiting a demon hunter look like, leading into a couple other little sections. I need to find Cole eventually and have him give me the exact name of what this would be, because I don't think it's Naito Raifo. That's just a me thing. The whole Curse vs. Dev thing is wacky. What's going on there? I haven't really been keeping up with VTuber news all that much, so I've been a little bit lacking, you could say. I haven't been doing my reps. Let's see. I've also decided the vague art style to use for the Ministry of Nightlife, if you can't make a very vague tell of what it is. Then we have our way of our how to play section. I actually wrote this all, kind of just got a good way of doing it. Let's see. Most mortal limits. Oh, now we get to write some new rules. Add in some new sections that were already kind of there. But we're just going to make these a little bit better. The absurd dice rule. So, get rid of the absurd dice rule table. So, we do that a little. Let's see, can be impressive. And let's see. Strength 1 note on muster can be impressive as it is destruction. As it is destructive. If there are during the game, certain character will have dice pools of greater than 10d6, greater than 10. Many dice pools may be greater than 10, or even 20. If the director wishes to keep the of dice rolled number of dice rolled down due to available d6s or for their own need, they may implement the absurd dice rule. Let's see first. Calculate the entire dice. Calculate the entire pool of dice. Let's see. First, calculate the entire pool of dice and divide it by 3. First calculate the entire dice pool and divide it by 3. For example, if there was 16d6 being rolled, dividing it by would result in 16 divided by 3, 5.3. Would result in 5.3, or just 5 with one left over. These 5d6 are referred as a combo. Let's see. These 5d6 are referred to as a combo die. Actually, not as a combo die, as combo die. Combo die being treated as if each one were technically 3 dice. 3 dice instead. 3 dice instead of 1. 3 dice instead of 1. Hello phone. What's poppin'? What do you want to tell me about? Oh goodness. Am I Shadowbrand? No, you're still here, McDrusel. Hello. Devin Shortfat has been a moderator that's actively trying to get Kirsch cancelled and has been pushing her harassment for years. One of the funniest things that came from the rumor mill recently, the moderator stated they were women for the last 13 years. And after they read Kirsch, they had full after they read Kirsch's document and had a full meltdown, and a 13-year-long grift was dropped as it came out, they're a man. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. By the way, I know one killed the bratty toaster upon arrival, but I feel like I should ask why the toaster needs to die. Nah, you should kill the bratty toaster before killing it. It becomes invincible for the night. Because you can resurrect it without any ammunition to shoot it again. And well, why kill? Because he's bratty. I can't buy another manly now. I'm out of note coin. Don't worry, everyone. We've got our brand new manly. No, that's Toaster Chan. There we go. Say hello to our new manly, our grandpa. Well, say hello to Grandpa Manly, otherwise known as indirectly Kim Katsuragi. I don't know how it came out to be Kim Katsuragi, but it just happened. Now, there's a story behind this. There's actually a story behind this Tiger Ball. I want you all to know this, because there is the Okinawa, this is it's an Okinawa Kariushi shirt. These are Kariushi shirts. They are effectively Hawaiian, we would think of them like Hawaiian shirts. They're just really colorful patterns and things like that. They're mostly only sold in Okinawa. They're very popular in that front, and you can use them in a variety of situations. One of the big ideas is that these are sometimes referred to as Okinawa business suits, because Okinawa is fucking hot. So you can wear one of these, and there are formal ones of these that you can wear to, like, business meetings and things. Which I say is the ideal drip for most life. Yeah, this would be my ideal life of just wearing Hawaiian shirts all day, every day. Now you know. The original goal was to give Manly here a Karyushi shirt. Then I'm like, oh, he's a tiger. I should give him a tiger stripe one. And then I'm like, well, I need to give him glasses because he's old, you know. Because this is Ojisan Demon Slayer Corporation. However, he just turned into Kim Katsuragi. Kitsuragi. Yeah, he just turned into Kim. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened. He just turned into Kim, though. I don't know. It happens. It happens. But don't worry, he's our old man now. Hence, I added the bingo card to really cement the fact that he is, in fact, old. And he's giving him glasses because he's old. Bitch. Oh. Yes, I grayed him up a little bit. Desaturated him. Ooh. Yeah, so that's the story of the shirt. The shirt isn't just me putting it. But yeah, no, Hawaiian shirts are amazing. Yeah, he got rid of the luster in his eyes. That love of life has been replaced by death. From there, we'll roll their 5 combo dice. There are 5 combo dice. Combo die. Let's see. We'll roll their 5 combo dice, and multiply the result by 3. 5 combo dice and multiply. We'll roll their combat dice, combo dice, and multiply the result by 3. If they roll a 3, 4, 4. At 5, they roll a 3, 4, 4, 4, and 5. They would score a 20, multiplied by 3, for a total of 6, for a total of 60. For a total of 60. Finally, they would roll any remaining dice and add it to the final result. Let's see. Add it to any remaining dice and add it to the final result with 1 die. Do 6 1. But does reduce the this method does reduce the number of dice rolled and aids but results are chaotic. And big numbers are just as horrible results that would normally be. It's a risk, but so is this line. Oh, it's a risk, so is this line of work. Yep. Yeah, literally all the absurd dice rule is hey, there are a lot of dice that you might be rolling in this game. You can easily hit like 16, 17, even 20 d6s. Rather than count every single one of them, you can use the absurd dice rule to kind of get around that a little bit. Some people might want that, some people might not. Kind of depends. Effectively, the idea is the best way to think about it is Ojisan Demon Slayer Corporation, game about being old and dying as you are being replaced. That's the core facet of things. You're being replaced. You are quickly not going to be around much longer, both literally and technically. The average age of the player character is going to be about 70, to give you an idea, with absolute highest being 90 and youngest being 50. You are very young, well, old, relatively speaking. You're being replaced by the Ministry of Nightlife. They're going to be the ones taking over your job, and you're kind of riding it out till the end. It's more like a mini-series. When I was first writing the game, it was actually more inspired. It was more inspired of me trying to do this. The concept of leveling down. Because what happens in this game is instead of giving, oh, you complete a session, you get some good boy points to increase your level, you instead have to manage your stress. The more stress you take, the more things you have to reduce. Every session is you getting weaker, technically. Losing attribute points, or losing ability points, or not being as good as you once were. You're at your prime when you start, and you definitively will not be when you end. That's kind of the secret there. And as you are, what kind of media? Kind of wasn't even really inspired by any kind of media. It was just kind of an idea. I'm like, well, we want to do this, we want to do that, and I read a game called Yokai Hunters, I believe, and Yokai Hunters annoyed me for some reason. I can't even remember why it annoyed me as much as it did, but it really annoyed me. And so I kind of wrote this down as a note, and here we are. Mostly because it's an interesting time. Nope. And I wanted to be able to say, yeah, rolled like 17 d6 and add them all up, because fuck yeah, I can do that. As a game designer, I can do whatever I want. But yeah, we have our mundane difficulties and our supernatural difficulties. Effectively, you could think mundane is half as difficult as anything supernatural, but you're effectively supernatural in the way you fight, in the way you do things. Oh god, I'm snoozing, I'm sneezing, I'm sneezing. Let's see. Let's see, what else do I really need? I think it would be blessings. During their march to the end of the year. During their march to the end of the year. During During their march to the end of the year, the Ojisan will encounter a variety of situations where they will on all others and all sorts of other problems that may come up. These will either be haunts or blessing. Haunt a whenever something bad is happening. Whenever something bad is whenever something negative is afflicting the Ojisan, such as heavy rain, let's see. They will gain a number of haunt die. They will lose dice equal to the haunt. They will lose a number of dice equal to the haunt. However, if let's see. However, if Destiny smiles upon them and fate is in there, fate is favoring their strikes, they will gain dice. They will gain dice equal to the amount of blessings. Equal to the amount of blessing. Haunts and blessings will equal each other. Will equal one another out. As dice are taken and given. Haunts and blessings will equal one another out as dice are given. See, this is actually a thing I can do with Cruciform that I did recently because someone commented on it, so I can go back to Cruciform and look at that. Let's see. Oh, good luck with that. I believe you find feathered folks for this experiment. Meanwhile, I once again commend you on this Project Sidewinder. Give us a lot of fun modding the crap out of it. That's good. If you have any particular mods that you're like, this is really cool, and I like doing this, literally just send it to me. I'll probably put it in the book. Like, honest to God. That was one thing I was having with Sidewinder that I was kind of getting a little bit messed up with. I was like, what the hell do I even do with this now? So yeah, let's see. Pivotal. Do here. One, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this would be 1, 2, 3. Actually, can't use 4, can we? You need to do plus 1d, plus 3d, plus 5d, plus 7d. 1 plus 5 plus 6d. Then we can do minus 1d. 2d minus 4d. Minus 2. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 4, 6. Technically, we do 9 and then we do 12. Unlucky. 7 plus. There we go. That is a very convoluted way of doing it, because we need to have 4 and 9 here, but we also need to have 7 and 8, because those are good numbers. Not have 4 in there, because 4 is a bad number. 4 is an unlucky number. Don't do that. The skirmish games suck. The thing with the skirmish games is, like, a majority of them were like, I want to try something new, because I would want to get more into skirmish games, because I do enjoy that. And I think that's always the hard part. Let's see, do we need anything more? Don't believe so. I think we can move on to, this needs to put in somewhere, I don't know where. So let's do, so the Akuma Ryoshi have let's see. Storied history and is part of the Japanese cultural department. 9 layers. About under 9 layers of bureaucracy. 9 layers of bureaucracy and secrecy since the dawn of the organization. This is since the dawn of the the demon hunters. Let's see. Exclusively men from any background, as long as they possess the sight and willingness to confront. Yep, sorry, you cannot play grandma in this game. But as the river flows, time marches ceaselessly forward. But The Cultural Protections Act, Cultural Protection Act. Possible for demon hunters to recruit any additional men into their. Let's see. The Cultural Protections Act made it impossible for the demon hunters to recruit any additional men into their ranks. And one by one more, one by one, they faded away. Retirement, some retired, let's see, some retired, some left the life, and others met grisly ends. And others met, at the end of a blade, either their own or another's. The current generation, the current generation of demon hunters are the last of the demon hunters. Current generation of the demon hunters are the last of the demon. Then we put when yeah, like 90% combat, like 0-hour squadron, 0-hour squadron. Yeah, basically skirmish games in my autistic brain. Basically. Admittedly, 0-hour squadron does have some other things going on there. Sidewinder is a strange game on multiple fronts. That's the funny part with Sidewinder. It is such a weird game that even I acknowledge that it's a weird fucking game. Let's see. They will first roll for their age. Not only will it be an indication of when they were recruited. Let's see. Not only will it be an indication of when they were recruited, it will also signify the amount of training and volition they begin with. Training into training. Experience and ability. Training indicates the amount of experience and ability that the Ojisan has. Those who are older, have fought in more battles. And have been more closely integrated with their partner. The volition is the measure of the Ojisan's fighting spirit and to keep up their work. Let's see. Volition is the measure of the Ojisan's fighting spirit and ability to keep up their work. As the march of time, whereas with their body, their volition will be able to blunt the worst traumas. We'll be able to blunt the worst traumas available. Blunt the worst traumas that come at them before they're... before their core sense of self is attacked. So we do that. Yo. Yeah, so if we assume that most people were recruited at 23, so this would be... Mm, 'We do it by 62. You'd be, yeah, it'd be late 1920s, early 1920s, late 1910s, late 1910s, early, actually, no, that... Because being 72, for example, would mean you'd be born in 1918. No, okay, so actually it would be... You're 50 years old, that'd be 42, you would be born in 42, so you would be, it would be the early 1960s, late 1950s, early 1950s, late 1940s, early 1940s, late 1930s, early 1930s, late 1920s. Because if you are 78, you would be late 1920s. You were 78 years old, you were born in 1912, your late 20s, you would be about 20. You in 1925. Okay, actually, no, in 1925, you were 0 at 1912. You were 0 years. At 1922, you'd be 10 years old. 1929, you would be 17. So you would need to go back up to... got my ages wrong. 1999, you're 50 years old. That means you were born in 1949. 20 years later, you would be the late 60s. So you would be the late 60s. And you would be the early 1960s if you were... You would be mid 1960s, early 1960s. Because if you were 58, let's say you were 58 years old. 58 years old, born in 1990, and it's 1999. That means you were born in 41. 20 years, you'd be 20 years old. It'd be 1961. So that means you would be, yep, early 1960s. So it would be then late 1950s, mid 1950s, early 1950s. Because if we do it by 70, you'd be 1929. Yeah, you would be about 20. You would be, yeah, it'd be real early 1950s you were recruited. And then this would be late 1940s, mid 1940s, early 19, late 1930s, mid 1930s. You're 90 years old. You'd be born there. 20 years up, you would be 1909. You were born in 1909. You would be 20 at you'd be 20 at night. So yeah, you would be about early to mid 30s, give or take 2 years. So yeah, it would be early. Actually, it would be early 30s. Yeah, so it'd be about early 30s. There we go. Now, what does this mean exactly? That means when you were actually recruited. This is your age, give or take 2. So let's say, for example, I take my 4d6 over here. I roll my dice. I got a 11, 13, 14. I rolled dead average. I am 70 years old. Let's say I'm 71. As a 71-year-old man, I was recruited roughly in the early 1950s. Right after the war, pretty much. I've got 190 training, 25 volition. I've been doing this for 40 years. If I rolled lower, I'd be doing it for maybe 20, like maybe 30 years. Hmm. I think the volition works. I did by 15. I did 15, 15, 15, 30. So actually, if we do 100, 115, 130, 150. Actually, 175, 190, 210, 235, 250, 270. Actually, no, 280, 280, 320. There we go. Going to increase volition as well. We're going to increase volition as well, but we're going to do volition in a different way. 500 death sticks. 35. Reduce it by 5. 25. Reduce it by 10. There we go. Give Grandpa at the very bottom there something to work with. You don't got a lot to work with here, but you've kind of the idea like you burnt away all your volition at that point, and you're going to lose stats. The thing is, if you're in like your 90s, if you end up in like your 80s, you're gonna start losing stats a lot faster than someone who's a lot younger. Like, you got a little bit of wiggle room up here. You don't got that wiggle room down here. You have very, very rarely do you have the wiggle room in your very late 80s or your, Actually, we can, you know, let's do 48, 52, so that would be 50. No, this one. If you want to keep... Okay. let's see. 3 pillars and 2. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 There we go. They're going to be roughly in. We've demoted it slightly to this. This was the average. Not perfectly average. 14 to 15 still is our perfect average, but a little bit easier at this point. A little bit more self-assured. Perfect. Three pillars and 2 knots. Each Ojisan is an individual. Let's see, alongside their partner, the their humanity is measured in the three pillars. Their humanity is measured into 3 pillars. Each representing a core part of their being. Let's see. Humanity is measured in the 3 pillars. Each each representing a core part of their being, and physical appearance. Let's see. Physical appearance. Each of the Ojisan begin with 2 in each pillar. Representing a below average human being. But may spend 2 training to increase a pillar by +1. May spend 2 training to increase a pillar by +1. This is my +1 each. The value of the pillar. As the pillar grows, so does the amount of Let's see. As the pillar grows, so does the number of dice that the Ojisan will be in when they need to make a check, or do I put it as a test? This is important. Test, yes. As the pillar grows, so does the number of dice Ojisan will be able to roll when they must make a test. The pillars form. The pillar forms the foundation of every test. Every test is. Let's see. The pillar forms the foundation on which every test is taken. Every test is taken. This contrasts. There are two knots. There are two knots. Kenjutsu, and Onizuna. These two, the two knots bind their physical and spiritual prowess. Let's see. Two knots bind the Ojisan and their partner together, representing their physical and spiritual prowess. These may be these may be increased with two. These may be tightened for two to increase it by +1 as well. But both begin at 0. But both begin at 0. Yep. You got the pillars and the knots. Pillars. How do we format this correctly? That's the question here. How do we format this correctly? There's a couple ways to do this, but I don't know the right one. Oh geez. Okay, let's see. People have been showing me more FNAF content. Yes. Apparently, Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be in Dead by Daylight. So I can now have everyone be extremely annoying about those two games at once. See, I've always had a morbid fascination with Dead by Daylight. I really have. People wonder, Notepad, why do you have this morbid fascination with Dead by Daylight? Yes, Five Nights at Freddy's, let's see, FNAF and DBD. Like, yes, apparently this is happening, by the way. Now, you may be wondering, Notepad, why do you have such a fascination with Five Nights at Freddy's and fucking Dead by Daylight? These are two things that I have a fascination with. And you may say, that's goofy. Why do you have a fascination with this? You shouldn't. This is dumb. Like, this is silly. This is goofy. Well, there's two reasons for it. One, Dead by Daylight is I don't believe Dead by Daylight is real. I've played Dead by Daylight. I played a lot of Dead by Daylight. But here's the thing. I don't actually believe it's real. I think it's just a mass fever dream people have. Like, just a gigantic fever dream. I don't believe Dead by Daylight is real. You may be wondering, what do you mean by that, Notepad? It's just like, I cannot think that someone would willingly play that game for fun. I don't know why. That's the weird thing. I have no idea why someone would actively play Dead by Daylight for fun. Because I never see anyone play Dead by Daylight have fun. I see them getting mad. And everyone's like, oh, look at me, I'm playing it for like... They play it once. If you notice, they play it once with friends. That's not playing Dead by Daylight. That's having a fun with friends in a way of doing things. No. Nobody has fun playing DBD. Not a single human being. And that fascinates me. It fascinates me that every single fucking horror franchise has a connection to DBD at this point. Fucking Alien is in DBD. Alien is in DBD. You can play Sigourney Weaver getting mauled to death by like fucking Freddy Krueger. I think they still have Freddy Krueger, or The Nightmare, or whatever the fuck they call him. It's Freddy Krueger. People are, I've been getting told, hey, look everyone, it's Dead by Daylight by way of Five Nights at Freddy's is coming out. Because, and Five Nights at Freddy's is the same thing for me. I'm just so fascinated at the scale of the franchise at this point. Like, it's truly baffling. It's baffling how big fucking FNAF is. I don't think people realize how massive that fucking franchise is. It's huge. It's too big. Scale it down. Scott Cawthorn, I need you to personally kill half your indie devs. Like, half the people who work on it. I need Scott Cawthon to kill them. There must be a culling of FNAF content. There's too much FNAF content. It's not even about fucking Freddy anymore. Freddy Fazbear isn't even a thing anymore. I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, Scott does touch things himself. Scott touches himself with all the money he gets from it. Because I also saw it was The Joy of Creation. There we go. This actually got on Steam. Now, the weird thing is, The Joy of Creation, for those who don't know, it was a Five Nights at Freddy's game that kind of got, like, blacklisted for a time. It was like, oh, well, you can't make this. You can't do this. You can't have this anymore. And... yeah, there we go. Like, then there was like, oh, okay, it's actually coming out. It's coming out. It's real. It's happening. TM. Then it wasn't. Then it was, and now it's coming out. 2025. And it's baffling. It's truly a bizarre state of affairs. I got this the other. Click T makes shit, by the way. Oh yeah, have no fears. It's the pop. Do you realize how much shit is here? This is important. This is legitimately everything published by Click Team. You must remember that. This is all Click Team stuff that either Scott or people under him have published. It's bizarre. It is truly a bizarre experience, and I don't believe it's real. But it is. Freddy Kart? Yes, Freddy Kart. Yeah, Freddy Kart, baby. Yeah, it's a fucking Freddy kart game. Yeah. You got a problem with that? Is there a problem? 5 laps at Freddy's? You don't want to play the Five Nights at Freddy's goddamn kart game? The kart game? We're not even here anymore. What the fuck is this anymore? What happened? Where did we all go wrong? We're hitting a Mario Kart game at this point. What is this? Laps at Freddy's. We've gone off the deep end at this point. There's nothing here. We've successfully crossed the. Yeah, Freddy Party is going to be coming out soon, I guess. Like, we've hit the point with FNAF content that it's not real anymore. I cannot believe anything in FNAF is real. This is a fever dream. We are all having a delusional fever dream that fucking... that it's fucking Freddy Fazbear twerking it sexual style on front of us. Because it's just like, this isn't real. This is not a real thing. I refuse to believe it's real. But it is real, because that's the problem. That's the problem, is that it is real, and that we all have to accept the fact that it's real. And because we have to accept the fact that it's real, here we are. And it's truly my darkest hour is realizing that we cannot get away from it. And that's so fascinating. It's the fact that it exists interests me more than anything. That is the part that truly bamboozles me. FNAF car is like that scene from Yakuza where you can go from getting a gun pointed at your head to playing Mario Kart, but it's its own game. Yeah, legitimately. Like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. Because I realized something. This is the thing that I've realized. Like, I thought about it. Five Nights at Freddy, not the movie, by the way. 2014. It's been over a decade. In 3 days, it will be a decade. 3 fucking days. Been a decade since Five Nights at fucking Freddy's came out. I was 17 when Five Nights at Freddy's came out. I am an old fucking man now. Like, I am an old fucking man at this point. And it's so bizarre to me that people are still making shit for, and it's bigger than ever. That's the worst part. You joke, being like, hey, the Notepad can make the FNAF TRPG and Scott will do it. Scott would probably do it. That's the worst part. That's the worst part, is that I probably could. And I could probably go to Scott and say, Scott, I've made the official Five Nights at Freddy's tabletop role-playing horror game experience. Do sign off on it. And Scott would be like, yes. Yeah. FNAF board. I mean, there's got to be a FNAF board, right? They have multiple board games. There is multiple board games, including the from Funko Games. Funko Games has it. Not anyone else. Funko Games. And you know this one's an old game. Like, it's... Okay. I'm doing on a quest, everybody. We might have what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Get ready for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we might be going on a magic adventure. You may be wondering, Notepad, what do you mean by going on a magic adventure? I might forcefully recruit all of you. Let's see. Are we going to be lucky? Oh. Oh god, there's multiple of them. Okay. Everyone, I want you to know that we can, in fact, play Five Nights at Freddy's Night of Frights on Tabletop Simulator by Funko Games. You may not like it, but this might be chief... Just see misery. Okay, let's see. Well, we could play FNAF Uno. You have Uno. Pizzeria Panic. We can play Pizzeria Panic, everybody. This is a custom game, no less. Let's see. I mean, there's gotta be Nightmare Clash. The deck building game. Warehouse. FNAF Brew. We're so back, kings. Alternatively, I mean, Pizzeria Panic looks pretty fun. I don't know about you guys. We can go to Pizzeria Panic. I don't know about you, but we're gonna look like we can get mauled by. We need to escape from the pizzeria and not get mauled to death by our favorite animatronics. Have no fear, everyone. I know what we're doing tomorrow. Gonna play FNAF Pizzeria Panic. There comes a point in life when you realize that God is dead, and when I want you all to know we're going to play Pizzeria Panic tomorrow, and I will go down to the liquor store and get something to drink to drown our worries away. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. 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 If we bump this up to 9, and then Vision. Mm. 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 Things are coming in the months. Kick him in. Yeah. Oh god. Can you come in? Yes. Uh it's the new anime coming out. Yes. See, here's the funny thing. This is the extremely funny situation with the with Ultimate Muscle. In case you can't tell what this entire thing is slightly about. Uh, Luckily, here's the thing. Given enough work, if I were to really put in the effort, otherwise known as spend about 20 minutes, spend a solid 20-30 minutes working on it, we could probably adapt Rumble Hearts pretty damn easy to it, like ridiculously easy, because all the base foundation, like the base foundation is already there. The only thing that would need to really change would be adding in some like more wacky stuff, if that makes sense. Like, we would need to add in a lot more wacky bullshit. And once we add in more wacky bullshit, we would be able to just do Kickabit. Like, you can already play it pretty easily. You just wouldn't have as much wacky shit going on. Fucking. Yeah, we don't talk about Brockman. We can't talk about Brockman. Representing West Germany, Brockman. Yeah, I remember, he's from West Germany. This is one of those old ones where West Germany was an actual thing. You don't understand. This is one of my friends. Yeah. Just had a fucking swastika. At 3 zeros and everything. Yeah, no, there you go. Yeah, no, it's Robin Man and Brocken Jr. Best. Ramen Man. Yeah. Kickabit's fucking weird. Not gonna lie, shit gets weird. The Nazi has a gas attack. He uses a gas attack on people. Oh god. Ooh. 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 Good times. Based? Something. Yeah, like, literally everyone, all of the characters are very, very popular. One guy I follow on Twitter is, God, what is his name? Going to annoy the shit out of me until it's, I think it's Arthur, I think his name is. Not Apollo. Robin. Yeah, this is Robin Knight. You wanna know what Robin Knight's gimmick is? He's a man in armor. He's just a man in armor. He's just... Yeah, one guy I follow on Twitter really, really likes Robin Knight. And I always find it very funny. Because Robin Knight is just exactly the way you think. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. We're canceling the Pal World RPG. We're making the Kickabit RPG. I mean, let's see. If I remember correctly, he's got his, Yeah, there we go. Robin Mask, that's his name. This is always the goofy thing. Is that this man named Robin Mask, this fucking man here, full armor wrestle man, and has a wife named Alicia. Named Alyssa. And like half the time when they're talking to each other, it's just like, I love my fucking wife. I'm gonna do everything for my wife. Very bizarre. I love it. I think he dies multiple. Well, that muscle buster was basically invented, released, popularized by the fucking king is killing me. There's no for one girl they like. Yeah, no, like people don't think that's like an extremely popular franchise in Japan. It's extremely fucking popular, but it never really made itself out west because of certain characters all being literal racist depictions of one another. And it's very funny because everyone's really friendly to one another. Like, that's the goofiest part. It's like they're all actually kind of friendly to one another. They just happen to be extremely racist depictions of one another. There we go. Yeah, we cut a lot of things here, but like legitimately that's what we need to do. We just need to cut. It's okay to cut things with a good reason. And generally speaking, that's what we're doing. We're cutting it for a good reason. So, racism is kind of user's been banned. People are arguing about D100s in chat again. Why do people argue about D100 in chat? People are arguing in chat about D100s in my server. As usual. It's a usual weekly occurrence at this point. Let's see. To another spiritual entity, to a enhancing the power of both parties in exchange. Bound together until death. Bound together until death. The spirit and let's see, the spirits and bound in all, let's see, are bound in all way. Oh, let's see, spirit and hunter are bound in all ways. Every but their natures bleeding into one another to create an inseparable to create an inseparable pair who Talk with one another until the end. Talk with one another. Yokai, demon, or a foreign entity. The Ojisan has a degree of control over their powers and ability, allowing them to manipulate one another's and the areas within their domain. In exchange, the one has been let's see. In exchange, your son has been changed into a more perfect vessel over the years for their the intent could be subtle. The extent could be subtle. The succubus may exude natural charm and flirtatious nature. Should he cheat on her while in Oni? Oh, let's see. Anything softer than 108? Anything south of 108 proof? Alternatively, more egregious changes. The other kill themselves. Let's see. When creating a partner, they will have their own two knots. Their own two knots. Control and power. Control both of which. Mm. Mm. Raider. Mm. 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 Behind their eyes. Behind their eyes. This too will. There we go. Mm. 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 Finally, each partner will have their Tamashi. Will have their Tamashi. Mm. Tamashi, Tamashi. If I correctly that word for it. Mm. Nope. Tamashi. 2 eyes. Tamashi, the Tamashi. Let's see, each partner will have their Tamashi. The Tamashi. Mm. 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 Two. Mm. Do. Mm. 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 Oh, let's see. Mm. 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 Empower their good hunter. Good hunter. Go. And then, as always, these will fade with time. Mm. Mm. Go, but the ties that bind wither with time. Let's see. Probably in Discord. You should tell them they're going to keep arguing they'll be forced to use D40s. Last thing on Kinniku, new anime isn't a reboot or any new arc. I think it continues the original anime pretty much, but you don't need to watch it. The first episode is just a very good recap of everything. Yeah, because he's still making stuff. That's the weird thing with Kinniku, is that he's still making stuff. Like they're still continuing it. It's all the same storyline. It's been going on since like the fucking 80s. Let me see. It started in 1979. 1979. What's the best spell? What are the best-selling like manga series in the world? Let's see. Let's see. One Piece. Yeah, okay. 516 million copy sales. All right. Golgo 13 starting in 68. Golgo 13 is always interesting because I like Golgo 13. Because there are 208 volumes. We've got Detective Conan, which has technically been going as long as longer than One Piece, and they're still making shit for it. Yeah, it's still going, by the way. Yeah, it's let's see, of course we have Dragon Ball. Surprised Dragon Ball is not further. I'm honestly surprised Dragon Ball has not beat Case Closed. Mostly just sales per volume. Yeah. Doraemon, of course. Like, if you ever want to feel really fucking sad, there's one thing. It's a movie. It's there's one which is like, yeah, fucking Stand By Me Doraemon. Stand By Me Doraemon is like, Jesus fuck. It's like, hey, do you want to feel this horrible about life? Like, oh, got Slam Dunk, Tokyo Beat Cops. A lot of shonen. Where's the first, like, yeah. Oh, technically this is signed. Good old. Yeah. A lot of, like, kid stuff. A lot of, like, little, like. A lot of little stuff. A couple of them make sense. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know. Where's the one I saw? Oh yeah, how can we forget about My Hero Academia, everybody? Because we love My Hero Academia in this household. Don't you all agree that My Hero Academia, My Hero Burger Flipper? Not enough Mexicans outsell, case closed. Elaborate? My Hero Doraemon, like, Doraemon, it's effectively just like, hey, you're growing up, this is something that you've probably grew up with. Here is literally an entire movie dedicated to, like, hey, we've got to grow up, it's fine. Don't end worse, copium. Yeah, the My Hero Academia ended. And because My Hero Academia ended, everyone's been making fun of poor Deku for being My Hero Burger Flipper, effectively. We would really love to believe My Hero McDonald's. Yeah, it's it ain't good. It ain't it ain't it ain't great. Good old Deku did not have a great My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia did not have a good ending. Let's just call a spade a spade. My Hero Academia did not have a good did not have a great ending. People got very mad at it. Vagabond, obviously. Let's see. Boys Over Flower, the first shoujo we've seen. Finally. A shoujo for the rest of us. Berserk being as low as it is kind of interesting. I thought Berserk would be more. But yep, here we go. Here's Kikuman. 77 million copies sold. Right below Yu Yu Hakusho, Tokyo Revengers. Full Metal Alchemist. Couple other ones. There's Jujutsu Kaisen, everybody. Everyone, look, it's Jujutsu Kaisen. Woo! It's Jujutsu Kaisen, everybody. There's Ranma. See, it's always interesting going through some of these, because you gotta remember, some of these just haven't been adapted anywhere else. And you realize that, this is entirely just in Japan, pretty much. Yeah. This is just Romance of Three fucking Kingdoms. Good time. Something, my Jobber Academia. No, what was the big special announcement? What was the big special announcement, McDrissault? It's gonna be something really good, right? Oh, the global popularity. Yeah, Baku is going to be on top. Again, I just want to see I want to see Deku Burger Flipper on there. I want to see McDeku, everyone. We will make no impact with my 5 viewers at 11:30 at night, but hey, everyone, make sure to vote for Deku Burger Flipper. Let's see. Now, to give you an idea, by the way, of one of the goofier things about Ojisan Demon Slayer Corporation currently, we are halfway. I've cut so much. We're over halfway to the end of the book, pretty much. We're at the halfway point. There's a lot of stuff here which we're going to be adding on to it, but I really don't think this is going to be a very long game, because we've just been cutting. Because I want to keep this one nice and thin. Nice and easy. Doesn't need to be very experienced. Legalized nuclear bombs. I'll have you know that Bakugo is our favorite character. Everybody loves Bakugo, the real hero, the real protagonist of My Hero Academia. Bakugo. An asshole. Because Bakugo's a jackass, and I have no idea why people like him. Let's see, it's 11:30 at night. I still need to record the audio for tomorrow's video. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to call it here. As we work through things, they'll probably do the Tamashi. I could probably do the Tamashi. Don't know, his mom's hot, I guess. Bakugo's mom has got it going on. I'm gonna call it here for tonight. We won't raid anyone. We only got 5 people this late hour. Godspeed, good luck. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. No accounting for taste. Yes, we're gonna do the recording. To give you an idea, I have the recording. No, that's not the right file. Let me open up the file. This is the thing for what we're doing tomorrow. We're doing Precure Transformation Phrase, because Precure is a very fascinating franchise. And Precure by itself is not a very big game to really talk about. I do like most everything I did with this game, though. I'm very proud of it, which is weird to say because I'm like, oh, it's a game for little girls. I'm like, yeah, it is, but it's also actually really good, and I like the way what I did with it. It's not perfect, but it's a very interesting little. Inevitably, here's the thing, though. Inevitably, people are going to get mad at me because I'm going to use more AI art in it, because again. This is really funny. I don't really know what happened with Iron Methuselah, by the way, in this video in particular. Why Iron Methuselah got all of the, like, you're using AI art thing. Like, no other video has gotten this, by the way. Legitimately just Iron Methuselah, which is very funny. Also, unsurprisingly, this case did not do very well. I know that's not the case, because I knew this case wasn't going to do well regardless of what I did, because I'm like, I don't like PBTA, so we're doing a PBTA case. Rangers of Shadow Deep didn't do too hot. Going to be honest, the Rangers of Shadow Deep video did not do really well. I might change the, I may change the foot in the thumbnail. I don't really know how to change the thumbnail. We don't quite have enough people for a raid there, Spartan. 5 people ain't quite that much, so don't wanna do anything like that. Probably got shared somewhere. Here's the thing. Dealing how there are 2 people who dislike the video, I'm assuming those 2 dislike the video and no one else. So that's a plus. Yeah, no, it's probably like, I don't really know why Iron Methuselah did as well as it did. I find that kind of interesting. It did do quite well. We haven't really had generally speaking, we really haven't had a big banger outside Break. Break did really well. If I bring up, let me see, bring up Break. Break did pretty well. Yeah, Break did pretty well, but we haven't really had a huge banger this year, and that comes with the territory. I am a bad person after all, and you should all remember this. I'm a bad, terrible human being, and everyone is still mad. Yeah, no, Tom Bloom, formerly Tom Parkinson Morgan, put out a new game inspired by Chainsaw Man, and various other games. And even though it is a Forged in the Dark game, and I was like, I don't care. 17,000 views. There's going up 1,000 views, by the way. Yeah, we'll all leave in like 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't. If we had like 9 or 10 people, I might, but it comes with territory. But yeah, I'll call it there. Thank you all for coming. Godspeed, good luck, love you all, kiss you, kiss me.